everybody thinks that they want to improve at basketball. They want to get the best. And you're like, well, are you willing to work your hardest? And they're like, yeah, I'm willing to do that. And then you're like, okay, well, can you like do these workouts? Maybe. And they're like, that's kind of hard. And you're like, well, can you do these extra workouts? And they're like, well, that's even harder. I thought that you said that you were willing to work your hardest. And they're like, well, I didn't know it included all of that, but okay, I'll do it, but I won't show you that I'll do it. And you're like, this is kind of confusing because you won't even show me that you're working your hardest. So after we get all our people like finally showing us that they're working hard, they also can't do our games. They think that the games are the fun time. All right, but for our best team, we're going to have 1st through 4th graders together, 5th through 8th, 9th through 12th. So you have to spend 4 years in 8th grade, starting when you're 5th grade. And that's when they have the issue, especially 5th through 8th grade. No matter how hardcore they are, no matter how much like they want to be perfect and they want to make the NBA, they think, well, no, I'm not going to be a 5th grader playing alongside of 8th graders. Which makes sense. Yeah, sure. Okay, but how about a 6th grader playing with 8th graders? You're like, well, no. How about a 7th grader playing with 8th graders? Sure. But I'm going to put 5th and 6th graders on your team as well. And some 8th graders. And they're like, whoa, no. That makes it harder because there's younger kids. And I want to even be the best because, the 8th graders are above me taking all the time and taking all the reps. And I'm like, okay, how about the last one? As an 8th grader playing against 8th graders. And then they're like, finally, that's what I'm talking about. And then you're like, well, I'm going to put you with 5th through 7th graders as well. There'll be 3 5th graders, 3 6th graders, 3 7th graders, 3 8th graders. In a system that we call A, B, C, D. Your first year, A is the academic year. B is bravado, C is competitive, and D is domination. If you go through all those years, you'll experience all those things. We lose them. And I know that it's tough. And I know that it's proper when we do enough workouts where we lose them. We're like, okay, now we're going the right way. And when we're willing to do extra work and we lose certain people, now we know that we're going the right way toward the NBA because only certain people make the NBA. But even when we lose them in the games, I'm like, even more so, we lost them because you know who we don't lose? You know who's willing to do the workouts? You know who's willing to do the extra workouts? You know who's willing to play this like level of like, disparity? Someone great like Michael Jordan, who played with his older brother who was five years older. Someone great like Kobe Bryant, who played 10 years older people. Someone great like Steph Curry. Someone great like LeBron James. And they're willing to do it. But people who argue against my strategy, here's what they say. They say, yes, Magic Johnson can do it, but only Magic Johnson can do it. Only LeBron can do it. Our kids can't do it. So what are they saying? They're saying that the greats can do it, but that the non-greats can't. Well, are you great or are you not great? No one knows your future. No one knows what you're gonna be able to do. And it's a correlation. And we're asking, did doing all this stuff create those people? Or are those people the only ones who could do that stuff? And I say, go for it. Because you want to be those people, correct? You don't want to say, well, okay, if I try as hard as LeBron or Michael Jordan, I'm going to hate the sport and quit, and I would do much better not doing what they did. You're already counting yourself out. So, when I ask you guys to do everything on the player trajectory page, which is a lot, I assure you that all of those greats like Larry Bird and stuff like that, Pistol Pete Maravich, they would have been able to do that stuff. So if you want to be those people, you should try to do that stuff. Now, will you become them? I don't know. It's a correlation. But I think that these people who are hating on you are right. Only someone great could do all those things. And you don't know if you're great, but they don't know if you're great. So how about you find out? And if you can do those things, hopefully they are right. Because you're scared of doing all those things and not making it and not being great. What they're saying is anyone capable of doing these things is a great basketball player, was a great basketball player, and will be a great basketball player because to them, that person just is what they are. I believe you can turn yourself into a great player. But either way, you should do all the work.